Oh, man. I don't know how I'm going to survive this one. This will be pretty wild. David, hello. What's up, my man? I am so tired. I stayed up all night last night working on the album. And I think I'm done. I think it's done, man. I just got to listen to it one more time with some fresh ears, a little bit of time left in it, and then see if there's any other little things I need to fix. But it sounds great, man. I'm really happy with it. I decided to make some changes towards the end because I wanted to make sure it sounded very live. I wanted to make it sound live. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's why I'm wearing my comfortable clothes right now. I'm wearing a hoodie. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I wanted to do the show. And I was like, no, I'll do a show tonight. We're not gonna be playing music as much. I'm just gonna be hanging out. We'll be chatting and stuff. But yeah, a lot of the songs, I'll probably say this a bunch of times tonight, but a lot of the songs, I at first recorded them to be just me and a guitar. And then I was like, it sounds good, but it doesn't really sound great, you know? I was like, So I decided to do some overdubbing where I, duplicated the vocals and duplicated the guitars, make it sound fuller. Because if you think about it this way. Nirvana's Unplugged was just this whole thing about making sure that it sounds great, but it's a live show. But they had 2 guitar players, 3 guitar players, if you think about it at one point. The bass player, drummer. So I was like, oh, no wonder it sounds fuller because there's a full band, you know, the whole thing. So it's very interesting how I kind of put that together. And I was like, you know what? It's still a live show, but they had more that they could do. I'm just one person. So in order for me to do it a live show, I'd have to do it with more than one person. So I just decided to duplicate some parts of it. And it made sense. And it sounds a lot better. It sounds a lot better. So I'm very happy with that. Yeah. Who'd have thought? Yeah. You like the sneak peeks? Well, we'll see. They're changed up a little bit. But overall, it's the same recordings. Like, for example, on some of the songs, I'll talk about this when we do the whole listening party and stuff like that. But I'll talk about it. But I wanted to make sure that there was a live element to it. So, for example, some of the songs, I legitimately went through the live footage, like videos, and just ripped the vocals right out and just put it right in there, which made things really difficult, actually. So it's pretty crazy how that works. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy how that works. But, I wanted to make sure there was a live element to the album. So, yeah. Mr. Swiss says, any Green Day? Not tonight. Sorry, man. I do play Green Day on the main show, but we're not playing any music tonight. Clutch says, Trump? Do you think we're doing a political show, man? Nah. We're doing questions about guitar, music, and streaming. Sorry! If you haven't figured it out by now, I don't know what will. So, Jay says, hello from Wisconsin. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the show. Yeah, we're kind of talking about guitar, music, and streaming, things like that. So, man. But yeah, I'm really glad that I finally got it finished. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a slightly different album than what I anticipated it to be originally. Yeah, so what I originally wanted to do, and I'll talk about this on the listening party too, is with my record that's coming out, I wanted it to be literally like a live show. I wanted it to be all like just regular recordings, things like that. When I say regular recordings, I mean like just the recorder, put on a desk, vocals, guitar, that's it. But then I realized, as personal as that sounds, it's just I think the songs require more of that. It just requires more. You can't just have that because you could, but the overdubbings really do make it sound fuller and more of a song. So, is it coming tomorrow? Maybe. It's not going to be released tomorrow. It's not going to be released tomorrow. Matt says, "Do you support the troops?" What year is it, dude? What troops for what? Which war? Who are we talking about? Which troops? This is funny, dude. There's a bunch of fucking. What is going on? What is going on? Yeah, that's weird, dude. Matt says I'm a Navy SEAL sniper. Yeah, but which? What are you talking about? With support the troops? Which? What are you talking about? You mean? Let me put it this way. Here's a different way to word that question. Do I support the wars? Which wars? Which one are we talking about? Because I'm never going to say that the troops don't deserve support, but does the wars need support? You know what I mean? Let me put it this way. Like, if you think about Vietnam, like, I didn't support Vietnam at all. I don't think anybody did. I mean, some people did at the time, but I'm not going to throw the troops to the. I'm not going to throw the troops to the Gators or something. Does that make sense? Seven Nation Army. I know how to play that song. Let me play. Oh, sorry, I can't play it right now. My bad, dude. We're just kind of talking. Yeah, we're just talking about music. We're talking about streaming. We're talking about recording. Yeah. David Dugan says, Vietnam was messed up. My uncle flew helicopters that sprayed Agent Orange. Whoa! Well, I hope he's all right. That's horrible, dude. Yeah, I was going to say that's a nightmare. What happened to the guy who asked me if I supported the troops? That's something that you'd probably talk about in like 2003 or 2005, you know? It's 20 years later, man. This is really interesting. When you think about how some of the kids that were in the what is it like? What do they even call them? Because they technically were wars, but they weren't wars. I don't know. It's really weird. Ooh, let's see here. Tom says, hello, my man. Wait, hold on. Let me read it like that. Hello, my man was up. Just caught your stream. Your dad and uncle totally rocked. What is he talking about? What is happening? What is happening in the chat? It's like we don't play music. We kind of hang out for a little bit. Oh, you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. All the people who aren't going to work on Monday are on here. They got Monday off for some reason. I'm like, I don't know what to do with my time. I don't know. I'll probably talk to this guy. David says, can I hang out with your dad and uncle, though? I don't fucking care, dude. What? What am I, my dad's keeper? My uncle's keeper? What am I, their secretary? Mr. Crunchy says, day 5 of trying to grow my thing through the comments. You're not going to go fucking anywhere with that, man. Why don't you do something people care about besides just bothering people? Maybe people would actually watch your dumbass shit. Can I do blues and F? Probably. How would you do that? Blake says, day 1 of promoting my band to people who probably wouldn't care. what people will see. They'll see a live stream. It's like, why don't you start a live stream? You know what I mean? Why do you have to go on someone else's live stream? Just start your own. It takes just as much work. You know what I mean? An Adam Sandler joke? Cog, are you in your 40s? Did I nail it? Yeah, it sounds like it's a joke a 40-year-old would make. Does anybody know Adam Sandler used to make music and like part of his comedy? Did anybody know that? He's actually a big fan of like Pearl Jam and a lot of other bands like that. I think he played with them. Even David, you knew that? Did he ever have a band? I didn't know if he had a band. I think most people today probably knows Adam Sandler from just like his Netflix movies and stuff. Is anybody a big Adam Sandler fan? He used to have some really, really fun movies. Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison were ridiculous, but kind of perfect for the time. But him and what's the one where he's like a gambling addict? What's that one called? Something about selling jewels? I can't remember. That was a great movie. Yeah, where he kind of changed up everything. Something Jewels? Run the Jewels? Thoughts on Sum 41? Nah. Uncut Gems. That's it. Thank you. That's it. Yeah, that was a fantastic movie. One of the best I've seen in a while. I'm really glad to see you. He was perfect for that role, too. Let's see here. Somebody said, Blake said, thoughts on Sum 41? Nah, not really many thoughts on them. I know that the lead singer was like such a bad alcoholic that he like got like liver failure. He had to like get a transplant or something like that. Can't remember exactly, but I just know he had to cancel a tour and they stopped doing it. So pretty insane. But other than that, they had one or two songs that were memorable. They were fine. Kyle says, just learning guitar, it's frustrating. It can be in the beginning. It's one of the few instruments when you first start learning how to play, it's kind of painful because, you know, you got your fingers, you got to get the calluses and things like that. But after you develop calluses and you get your guitar set up, it's really not so bad. It really isn't. It's one of the few instruments that you actually look cool playing because, like, there's plenty of people that play certain instruments. You know, you could play xylophone, you could play bassoon, you could play, you know, so, you know, there's tons of instruments, steel drum, or what they call that, steel pans. And it's just like, they're good sounding, but you just don't look cool. You know, guitar is kind of like the cigarettes of instruments. You can't not look cool when you have one. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy. I don't understand how that goes. Like, even piano is amazing. Love piano, but like, it's like you have a keytar, your coolness rating goes through the floor. Super low. Yeah, it's weird how instruments, like listening to an instrument is different than seeing somebody play an instrument. It's weird how that goes. I don't know how guitar did it, but you know what's funny too? Guitar used to be kind of the instrument that was kind of, I don't want to say lame, but it was too quiet. So it's funny that it was the most successfully amplified one, you know? It makes the most sense. But yeah, as soon as you get those calluses on your fingers, make sure you get your guitar set up too. Because it's like, a lot of people will just buy a guitar and they'll try to play it right out of the box. And it's like, you don't just put shoes on, right? You have to tie your shoes. You got to make sure that they feel right? You can't just put on a pair of shoes and be like, all right, I'm out of here. You got to make sure you lace them up properly. If they're too small, you got to get a different pair. Size up, size down. Same thing with guitar. It's like sitting in someone else's car in the driver's seat. You got to make sure the wheels are the right distance, the chair is not too high, not too low. You got to really just set things up for yourself. Yeah. Once you get it set up, the guitar becomes a lot easier. Oh my God, it's so much easier. I remember I used to play with size 11 strings. For years, I played with 11s. Because, big strings, big tone. And then I went from 11s to 10s to 9s to 8s. And I'm like, wow, this is so much easier. I love this. Oh, it's so great. Tom says, did your dad reference his guitar, Frankenstein? I don't think it's called Frankenstein, is it? Is it called Frankenstein? Tom, do you think I look like Wolfgang? What's his name? Wolfgang? Is that the joke you're making? Did he call it Frankenstein or did everyone else call it Frankenstrat? I can't remember. I can't remember which one it is. Why do so many people know about Wolfgang? That blows me away. Is he even a good guitar player? Do you guys even like him? Because I don't really follow. Because I know he used to play bass for him. Oh, I see, Tom. You're not going to respond to me. You're just going to say some other shit. All right, see you later, dude. JK, so you never... I like it when people try to have like a one-way conversation. It's like, I'll ask them a question. It's like a really normal-ass conversation. They're like, I'm going to ignore what you're saying and just say what I want. It's like, no, you won't. Come on, man. You can ask questions. I'll answer them. I'll ask Alice questions back. Is that hard? First time talking to somebody? Do you know how that works? It goes back and forth. I say something, you say something, I say something, response. Yeah, there's a weird fascination some people have with Wolfgang. I don't get it. David says, answering a question with a question is diabolical. No, it's not so bad. I mean, if you think about it this way, he's asking kind of like, what was it? Kind of open-ended questions. He's not really looking for an answer. He's just kind of saying it. Just doesn't make sense. I don't get that. It doesn't make sense. Play Happy by Midways? I've never heard. Is that a song? Is that a band? Midways? Who is that? Who is that from? What era is that from? Anyone ever heard what was it called? Happy by Midways? Did you seriously misspell Mudvayne to Midways and expect us to know what it was? You hit that enter key and you're like, that ought to do it. Man, slow down. Let me give you guys a hint real quick. Watch this. You guys want to see something cool? Watch this. That has been there the whole time. Can we get some nerd emojis in the chat? Thank you. Thank you very much. That's why I was like, Midways? What the hell is the Midways? It's a weird band name. No questions. No questions. All right, I guess I'll just talk about the record a little bit. So the new record, if you guys didn't know, the new record's done. So pretty happy about that. It's as done as I think it's going to be. PY says, Goobson string 10. First time talking? What is going on in the chat? What is going on with it? Pi, where are you from, dude? English second language? No big deal if it is. I'm just going to tell you right now, that doesn't make sense to me, man. But anyways, the new album. Back to that. Came along. That was probably the most difficult album I've had to record. Ito says, I give up. I would have gave up too if I were you. I had a feeling. Brazil, I had a feeling. Brazil, thanks for watching. But I don't know what you're asking, man. Sorry. Yeah, the new album should be coming out soon. Yeah, guys, if you guys didn't know, there's a new record I've been trying to record for the past. It's supposed to come out in December. I wanted to get out last year. I wanted 2 albums in 1 year, but it just did not work. Blake says, Nowhere Man kind of sounds like Marigold for some reason. Really? You think so? Think it sounds like Marigold? I don't know if I believe that. Blake, I think you're just so obsessed with Nirvana, just everything kind of sounds like it to you. Maybe that's what it is. Because I've seen people, the chords, I don't think so at all. Nah, dude, not even close. Yeah, I think you just love Nirvana so much, everything just kind of turns into it. Yeah, thank you, Carlos. I was going to say, that doesn't sound anything like it. How does Marigold go? Hold on. Marigold. 6 colored pictures all in a row with a marigold. How does that go? Let me hold on. Synthesizer. We can play a synthesizer, right? He goes like, she's scared, want it all. She's scared. Right? That's how it goes? Marigold? She's scared, but I want it all. Still better than the halftime. What is up with these losers, man? How many days has passed since the halftime show came out? You guys still crying about that? Where? It's in Spanish. Where? I'm a fucking moron. Where? Good Lord, cry somewhere else. Oh my God. Where? I want what I want. Where? Let me talk about this on something completely different. Where? Go call your mama and cry to her, bud. That has nothing to do with me. Jesus Christ. Where were we? Marigold. So it's... Is this half step down? Oh, it is half step down. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Would I play California Dreamin'? No. This is a giant sign that says we're song requests are paused, man. Sorry, bud. All right, let's see how this goes. She's scared. I want it all. Why does that sound weird? That doesn't sound right. scared. I want it all. He's scared. I want it all. That's it? Okay. That's a weird chord progression, man. Very, I don't know how to play guitar yet, but sounds good though. She's scared, I want it all. He's scared, I want it all. I think the only similarity, Blake, is they both have 4 chords. And they might be in a similar key. You're scared, I want it. Just trying to sing it along with it. Not even close. Sorry, man. I think it's just that they're both songs with 4 chords. That's it. But there's so many songs with 4 chords. You know what I mean? That being said, there are definitely songs that sound similar to each other. You got that? That chord progression? It's like in so many songs. Where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's got to heaven, so I've got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. We were out on a date in my daddy's car, because that's the same chords as. What a beautiful face I have found in this place that is circling all around the sun. It's like so many songs use like that chord progression. What is it? I love how you love me whenever I kiss you. So many songs. That's why you can't really copyright. You can't really protect a chord progression. Because there's so many songs that use similar chord progressions. So many. So, because if you try to just keep one to yourself, you'd be like, there's hundreds of other songs that'd be like, no, I did it first. No, I did it first. No, I did it first. No, but I did it this way. So it's like, how do you do that? So the melody is what matters. The melody and lyrics, those are the 2 very important things when you're like trying to write a song. If you write something that is that similar to something else, it's like, because even like look at Come As You Are. Come As You Are had its own problems, so. But yeah, it happens like that. No questions. Anybody in here play guitar? Who plays guitar? Plenty of people in here. Not asking questions. Okay, we got some guitar players out there. Everybody, what are you guys doing as far as music goes? Writing music, still learning to play guitar, trying to find band members. What are you guys up to? I would love to know. Noodle says, I'm a hardcore jazz drummer, but I'm sad that jazz is dying. What do you think? Jazz is dying in a way that, I mean, not every music genre lasts forever. But that being said, look at vinyl. Look at cassette tapes. They're never going to truly die so much as they'll just get really smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So they'll be dying. You know what I mean? So jazz is never going to go away. Yeah, jazz is never going to disappear completely. There's too many of you guys that just, show up at clubs and stuff like that, and you guys know the shit out of your music. There's no way it'll go away forever. But it's never going to be the dominant form of music again, I think. Because if you think about it, as things get watered down over the years, like jazz became something else, you had blues come out, blues, rock, heavy metal, hard rock. You know what I mean? Everything kind of changes. But it's still got the what's it called? It's still got the DNA there. It's still got the bones. It'll never truly die. So let's see here. What we got here? We got Jesse. What's up, man? Jesse just put out an EP. Glad to hear you're actually making some music, man. That's awesome. I was gonna say my album should be done now. I'm gonna listen to it one more time tomorrow and get that all taken care of, and then I'm gonna put it out for distribution probably, and then we'll see what happens. But Harry says never say never. Nah, never. We'll see about that. But what do we got here? Who else? Who else was out there? We had jazz drummer. Trying to get some demos ready, Blake. Learning covers, okay. Right on. What covers are we learning? Yeah, what are we learning? Noodle says, yeah, also, I'm trying to find band members like a bass and trombone, Good luck with the trombone, dude. I mean, usually if you go to like a music college, I'm sure if there's a music college you're at or around, like if you go to Berkeley or something, you show up there and be like, hey, looking for jazz people. They'll just come out of the woods. I'm like, what? Jazz? I heard jazz. I'm jazz. Yeah, you guys are still around. Don't worry about it. You're just not the dominant form of music. But still there. Absolutely still there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. What do we got here? Working on an EP to release over the summer. Really? You're going to need 6 months? For how many songs are on your EP? Seems like a long time to work on an EP. You don't have it done yet? What's going on? How many songs are on it? What are you doing to it? That seems like a long time, dude. Carlos, you said you're working, you wrote some songs, but they're only for you? I don't know, man. Should release them in the world. Lucas says 5, but I have school stuff on top of that. Yeah, but you got 5 songs. What's stopping you? You can't record them? I mean, you could record them. That's a long time, though, dude. That's like 6 months. Yeah, think about it this way. Like, obviously, if you're just like really putting your nose to the angle grinder, if you actually put like as much time as you can into it, I really don't think 6 months. That seems like an unbelievable amount of time. What, are you playing every instrument? What is that? Yeah, what's going on with it? Mitch says, may you play something from the Doors intro? No. May you read this sign? I'm sorry, man. We're just kind of hanging out. We're talking right now. Sorry. Yeah, no music, man. Not right now. Oh, Noodle says, I'm thinking of making a jazz fusion like this song I know called Upswinging. Really? Interesting. I don't know what that song is, but we got 2 jazz people in the chat. Look at that. You thought jazz was dead. You got 2 of you in here right now. That's crazy. You're not in a rush? Well, you don't have to be in a rush. I'm not saying you have to rush. I'm just saying that seems like a long time to record an EP. Because you got to keep in mind, the whole point of an EP is to what? Basically, it's a demo. So, I mean, people say EP, it's a demo. Unless you really want it to be your album. Like, think about Bleach from Nirvana. That was a demo. People say it was their album. It was definitely not. That was 100% a demo. For sure, it's a demo. So, Cool Kill says, "Hey Pat, do you play guitar?" Sometimes. I want to learn guitar. Teach me the guitar. You got it, man. My man. Oh, Cool Killer. We were just talking about this. I think I'm done with the record, so I'm very happy about that. Hey, thank you so much. I think it said Kyle or Kai the guy. I'm not sure. Righteous says, "You look like you could shred the fuck out of that guitar." Maybe. Maybe not tonight. We'll see. Lucas says, "It's not going to take that long to record, but I just want to get it out there after I graduate." Oh, I see. You're just not going to do it right now. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. I was going to say, because, yeah, I've seen people they spend more time trying to get it right, which makes sense. You want to treat something with respect. But some people try to do it so much that they end up, prolonging it because things get in the way. Things obviously get in the way. But my advice, I know you didn't ask for any, but my advice is to just work on it a little bit at a time, because by the time you're like, okay, I'm ready to play it now, things are going to pop up. They always do, man. They always pop up. So you know what I mean? Get everything you can. If you can't, because I used to do this. I'd be like, I can't work on vocals today. I got to do all this stuff. And I'd be like, well, I can work on guitar. I can make sure that gets written down properly. I can get that. Perfect. Let's see here. Yeah, Jesse says, "I spent years worried about perfect. Just put it out." Yeah, I mean, you want to get it as comfortable as you want, for sure. But honestly, you can always go back and re-record stuff. Kanye West does that. You know what I mean? Tons of people. Lucas says, "System of a Down, please." Ooh, sorry. I don't know how to play System, dude. We're not even playing music right now. I don't know what to tell you, man. Sorry. Thank you, Lucas. Don't know how to play it. Marriott says, "A question. I don't speak English." That's okay. You're doing fine. "You win money with streaming?" Oh, yes. When I'm doing my music and stuff, pays the bills. Yeah, we got a lot of good people out there that really help out the show. That being said, I'm not doing it right now just because I just spent all night last night and this morning getting some stuff done with a record. And you know what? I don't know if it was worth it necessarily to stay up, but it's done now. So it'll come out when it comes out. But yeah, very happy with how the show goes. So as far as winning money, I think that's an interesting way to put it. But we've got a lot of good people out there. So a lot of good people watch the show. A lot of people hang out and they support my music. So I'm really happy about that. I'm very, very, very lucky. So yeah. Oh yeah. Nick says it pays the bills. Oh yes, it does. Yes, it does, my good man. All the friends are here. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, though, I'm never going to do an acoustic album again. That was a pain in the ass. Not with my equipment. My equipment, it's too noisy. Too many sounds get through. You have to redo a lot of stuff. Let me put it this way. I just want to make a comparison. I'll probably talk about this on the album release show. I have a new record coming out, if you guys didn't know. But, yeah, How Tall is the Sun, which is the album that came out before, that took maybe, I would say, 2 weeks straight of just recording, sitting down recording. The writing took a lot longer, but just sitting down and putting the actual recording out there, crazy. Cool Killer sends a $5 donation saying, "Thanks for bringing us all together, Pat." Hey, I'm going to say something right now. You guys did that yourselves. I just happen to be here. We all happen to be here. So you have everyone in the community to say thank you to, because you guys are all good people. At least the ones that stick around, Because I was going to say, just because I'm here, just because I'm here doesn't make me the sun. You guys aren't revolving around me. You guys have your own autonomy. You guys can take care of yourselves. You guys can talk to each other. If I'm not here, you guys still will be. So, Righteous says, "How long you been playing guitar?" Oh, dude. Take a guess. Cool Killer says, "Whatever, funny man." Thank you. I know what you're trying to say. You're like, just take the fucking compliment. Here's $5. I get it. But I'm just trying to let you know, you guys are important to yourselves and each other. You know what I mean? It's important. You got to acknowledge it. Let's see here. Carlos says, "How many new songs and how many re-recordings are on the new album?" I can actually tell you an exact answer, because I did have to cut some music, unfortunately. It was going to be 20. It was going to be 20 at first. So let me see here. So on the new album, was going to be 20 songs, but what ended up happening was it just took too long. I was like, I don't think this is quite right for this. So I took some songs off. That's okay. I did add some other songs too. So that's the good news. So I did add some songs. So you're thinking, oh no, we could have had that. Nope. Trust me. It was a fair exchange. So let's see here. Songs that were on previous albums. So previously released songs that are now acoustic. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Of the 16 songs, only 6 of them are re-recordings. So when I say re-recordings, they were acoustic or they were electric songs, and now they're acoustic. So 10 of them are not before recorded on an album. So if you wanted to hear new music, 10 of the songs are going to be new songs. The other 6 are re-recordings, which means they were electric, but now they're acoustic. And I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. Oh, man, it's good stuff. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. So, yeah, the Carlos, short answer is 6 songs are re-recorded. The rest of the 10 are brand new. So I'm very happy about that. Here we go. We got Noodle who says, I'm going to a jazz concert Thursday. I'm so sorry. Just kidding. But I'm so sorry. I'm hoping to get some info on how to kind of bring it all together with drums. Oh, you're going to be playing a jazz concert. Oh, dude. I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of feel in music, jazz especially. But, I mean, you're a drummer. Do you know the songs? Do you know what you're supposed to be doing? That's important because I know a lot of drummers are very talented, but they never really know the songs. It's very important to do that, man. You guys can get away with just messing around. I know you can. Bass players too. If you don't know the songs, you better get it right. You know what I mean? It's very important. Grim Kardashian. What a great name, by the way. I bought my almost dream Rickenbacker. Oh, you got a Rick. Very cool. Which one did you get? What color? Thanks to this guy getting Guitar Center San Francisco on the phone and finally answering my question. Oh, was that me? Do you remember that? I used to work at a guitar shop, couple guitar shops back in the day. That was me. How do you recognize me? That's crazy. I know Jesse recognized me from the shop I used to work at, which will remain nameless because I don't want them to get any unwanted attention. Not that they deserve it. Somebody says, hi, my name is Gabby. That is a very long name, so I'm really glad you gave me something else. That's so funny, dude. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it was me. Yeah, which one did you get? I don't remember. What's the story? I do remember something about a Rick. This was a while ago, though. But yeah, crazy how that happens. Jesse, longtime friend of the show, friend of mine before I was even on the show. Yeah, Jesse's met me personally. Jesse has a guitar I really want too. That Music Master, you son of a bitch. I still think about that guitar. I'm like, wow, what a great color. I'm always just about colors. It's great. Guitar colors, obviously, like Placid Blue is great. So, 1993 360 Maple Glow. Hope you're well. Fan for life. Hey, very cool. All right, that rings some bells. That's awesome. Sometimes you just ask, like, I'm looking for something. It's like, what are you looking for? Because I'm the used guitar guy. Whenever I would look at stuff, I'd be like, oh, dude, you got to get one of these. Because you can't get a new one. Rickenbackers are so obnoxious. Because you can't get a new one in a reasonable amount of time. Because it's like a 2-year waiting list. And then half of the time, the person gets it and they go, why are the frets so small? You're like, wait, what do you mean? And they're like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like I thought it would. It's like, you never played one? Why did you wait 2 years for something unless you were absolutely sure? And then they go, I don't really want it. Can I just sell it back? Can I just return it? And then they're like, no. And they're like, what do you mean? They're like, that's not how it works or some shit. You know what I mean? And then they have to sell it for like half of what it's worth. It's horrible. But I actually like Rickenbacker. They're a little bit difficult for people, but the small frets, if you get over the small frets, you're fine. Yeah, they're good. Let's see here. Noodle says, of course, but I can get my swing like perfect whilst practicing. But I kind of start tweaking during the show because there is a song that starts with a small solo. Oh, you're nervous because you think you're bad? What happens if you think you're good? You ever think about that, Chief? What if you deserve to be up there? You ever think about that? Maybe you should play something good, you know? Some people think, what if I suck? You do suck. But what if you're good? You just don't know it yet. You should do that, man. Think that way. Be like, yeah, no, we're going to be all right. I'm going to play it. This is what I think I'm going to do. You're right. Have some confidence, man. Treat yourself with some respect. You don't have to be like egotistical, but like treat yourself with some respect. Sometimes when I'm recording, I have to be like, sometimes when you're doing overdubs, I get in this bad habit of like trying to sing quieter than the main song part. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Because if you do that, it just comes off weird. You have to sing as loud and as intense as you were. Otherwise, it's weird. So you gotta take care of it. Yo, you changed my whole mindset. Yeah, you deserve it. And if you suck, then nothing changes, you know? Then you're like, oh, I knew it. It's like, okay. But what if you actually do a good job? You know what I mean? What if it goes right? Have some faith in yourself, man. Because if you haven't practiced and you don't know what you're doing, then like maybe you deserve to have that anxiety. Maybe that's your body trying to tell your brain, hey, we're not ready yet. You know, and your brain's like, I don't care. You're like, no, you need to care. There's a scene in, this is funny, we should talk about this, and there's a scene in a video game called Fallout New Vegas where your character gets his brain taken out, and then you have like some sort of like nervous system thing that works, so you're just kind of walking around, but you're like, where's my brain? And like, oh, we replaced it. You're like, what? The reason I bring this up is you have a conversation with your brain, because the brain has like a machine attached to it, and the brain's like, I don't want to go back to you. You're like so emotional, and like, I'm very logical, and you're just like, well, I need you to be in my brain. Like, I need you in here. Like, you need me. And it's like, no, I don't. I don't need you. And then you make a really good, compelling argument, which is, well, we can't know that unless we're together, because the way the hormone system works and your glands and things like that, it actually helps you think properly in survival situations. And the brain goes, wow, I never thought of it like that. Maybe you're right. So you gotta have to understand. You get nervous for a reason. People get anxious for a reason. People get afraid for a reason. It's because you think you're not ready. Maybe you're not. You have to listen to that. It's like, okay, well, I have to practice. I got to do this right. But you got to take breaks too. So I don't know. I could keep going on about that. But yeah, you have to treat yourself with some respect, but make sure you actually earn it. Does that make sense? At least that's my advice. All right. Dio says, would you start learning guitar today? What would you focus on? Oh, this is a great question. That's an awesome question. I'll explain why. So if I was trying to learn guitar today, let me switch. Like, I'll give you an example. Let me get my trusty Strat. So if I'm learning guitar today, we know objectively that my brain knows how to play guitar because I can... Right? I can... So this makes sense here. If I flip my hand around, so I play left-handed, we know that I know how to play guitar, right? We know. Once you switch hands, it goes right out the window. So my brain knows, but my hands don't. So you have to really get your hands coordination good to go. You got to get your digits, your fingers communicating with your left hand. You got to get your wrist going, your arm going. You got to get everything going right. So if I was learning guitar today, the fundamentals of guitar are not all the widdly woos and the crazy stuff. It's getting your left hand to hit every string. Without looking, without paying attention to it too much. It's to be able to just... And then get your right hand fretting without really paying attention either. Right? And I can't do that right now because I haven't practiced it. But that's how you learn. My brain knows how to play guitar. My hands don't. So you have to actually teach your nervous system to work with your brain. So if you're learning how to play it now, fundamentals, you have to be able to just sit down and go... Right? Without thinking about it too much. You got to just really get it going. So, Cool Killer says I'm a lefty and play righty. Worked out well for me. You can do it. You can learn however way you want. It is more comfortable with your dominant, but we've already gotten on that discussion before. But it is possible. There's definitely a way to learn how to do something. So, but that being said, the fundamentals are the function of playing guitar. You don't have to learn how to write. You don't have to learn how to read. You don't have to learn, solos. You have to learn the skill of what note do I want to play? Can I commit? It's execute the action. That's it. That's what I would learn right now. Just the fundamentals of picking and fretting. And then everything else gets easier. Because there's people that just try to learn stuff immediately, and it's like, what are you doing? You're not learning the fundamentals. They're fundamental for a reason. Everything's built on it. It's the foundation. So if you don't learn that stuff, you'll just whiff. Every time I've taught guitar, I'm like, okay, we'll learn some chords to begin because you want to get your feet wet. You want to actually do something. But you got to learn how to do it. You got to actually learn how to... Yeah, it's pretty crazy how that goes. Cool Killer says, also, why I don't use a pick and use my fingers, but when I do use a pick, it's a Jazz 3, baby. You guys are just Jazz 3 players. Why don't you get in your clown car and get out of here? Why don't you get your Jazz 3-sized clown car and get out? So, PD says, most comfortable shape you've played? Probably a circle. Circles are good. Triangles are great, too. I don't know what that means. You mean like a chord shape? I don't know, man. They have their own purpose. One of my favorite chords to play is the I don't know what it's called. It's probably D7. I don't know. I don't know anything about guitar. Oh, you mean the body shape? I like Strats a lot. Strats are great. Jaguars are great. Les Pauls are great. That's all I like to play, which is why that's what I have. So I like what I use. Yeah, any other guitars, there's always a compromise. I like Flying V's, but I play sitting down too much. I love Flying V's. Flying V's are great. Probably the perfect guitar to stand up with. But they're so compromised while sitting down, it's like, it's not worth it. I love them. Cool Killer says Jazz 3 is only for serious guitar players. Explains why Pat hates him. He's a casual musician. Oh. I'd rather be a casual musician than a serious guitar player. Woo! Got him! That's so bad. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'd rather be Neil Young than Yngwie Malmsteen. For sure. 100%. 100%. That's what I'd do. Yeah. Cool Killer says, I'd rather be Tom Morello than Tim Henson. Oh, yeah. I believe that. Yeah, I fully commit to that. I fully commit to Tom Morello. You got to get that. What is that? What's that? I can't do it, Tom Morello. I should learn some Tom Morello solos, but he's got that. It's got such good effects, man. JM, you do you not know how to spell? JM, what are you doing? A kill switch? Oh, I can get a kill switch. I can get one right now. JM, you're not a big fan of spelling, are you? We got our kill switch. 14ths, you guys in your fret gauges. Or your string gauges. Got the kill switch. There you go. Little Tom Morello. Gotta love it. It's good stuff. Tom Morello, man. One of the most revolutionary guitar players at the time. Still revolutionary if you really think about it. Favorite genre and band? BD says. Cool stream, dude. Hey, thank you. We're kind of taking a break today because I've been spending the last night finishing the record that I've been trying to release for the past month. Finally think I got it done. But favorite genre? I don't know if I have a favorite genre. I mean, rock's great. You got your hardcore, metalcore, bullshit, mathcore. You got your singer-songwriter stuff. You got your grunge, alt-rock. It's all good. I like it. Every genre has something cool in it somewhere. But favorite band? Easily Nirvana. Hands down. If you watch the show for more than 5 minutes, you know I've always say something in the chat. We got Phil Kramer. Oh, can I tell you guys something real quick? Well, we got some cool people here. We got Phil, Cool Killa, David Chips, Jesse. We're missing JJ, but I have a surprise for you guys when the album comes out. Pretty exciting. Oh, hold on a second. Wait, what did that say? Somebody removed a message? I can't be called Pookie Bear? Is that what the problem is? Jesus. Pretty excited. We got Jesse. Yep, we got the gang, man. Let me just explain something real quick. Let me explain something. Without, what is that, 5 people? Really, it should be 6, maybe 7. But without those individuals, without those people, there would be no album. I will repeat that again. The album would not have come out as fast, and even though it took a long time, would not have come out as fast as it did because those people made sure to actually take care of the show when I wasn't able to do the show. And even before that, when we'd have a slow night or something like that, people would just not show up, and they'd be like, no, I got you, man. Just keep going. Don't worry about this. Keep it going. So, let's see here. Chlorine says, do you know what, how do it for? Hold on. What? Hold on a second. Hold on. Do you know what, how do it for? All the time. I am 12 months older, but I'm still have a lot, and I love you. I love you. I love Nirvana. I love you. You know that I'm not sure what you mean, but you can do T. What? Try and write that again. Maybe come back. Maybe come back. See if you can spell that all right. English? Second language? It's okay. I don't know what you're talking about, though. I appreciate it, though. Hey, just speak of the devil and he shall appear. And apparently, he's on a $100 bill that was sent to the show. We just got a Cash App donation from Jesse trying to style on people. Let me see here. Hold on a second. Unbelievable. Like this? You fucking dude. That's so funny. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, folks, we just got a $100 donation from Jesse in the chat. Sent by Cash App donation. Thank you so much. Jesse. That's crazy, dude. I was just talking about it. Well, just like I said, you'll see. You'll see. You might not see it at first, but you'll see. Trust me. Trust me. I got some plans. I already talked about it. I already got to get them finalized. Finalized. So once again, if you guys are enjoying the show, please say thank you to Jesse for sending us a wonderful $100 donation. I even took yesterday off, so that's crazy. I love it. Thank you so much. I think you guys will be really excited. You're not going to know what it is until you see it, and even then, it might not hit you right away. I might have to explain it to you. So thank you again, man. Sincerely. I'm glad the people that are watching the show will be able to see what can happen if you support stuff and you help out. So we got hold on a second. We got who says, "What do you think about learning by ourselves versus having a music teacher?" Well, I think everybody learns music from a teacher. It's just, are you doing it in person? That's kind of a thing. I think ultimately, if you're trying to learn how to play guitar or any music, it's Is it a photo of when you put my face on your face? That is so funny, dude. No, even better. But anyways, let me explain the advantages of both. So having a person having a teacher in person when you're learning specifically guitar, let me explain. Oh, it's way better. Trust me. When you're trying to learn guitar, you're going to make mistakes that you're not going to understand, because if you're not shown by somebody in person, you're just not going to get it. Because, for example, I'll give you an example. Some people will play guitar like this. For some reason, I've seen this many times. They'll kind of just have it laying flat or flatter. And it's like one of those things where this isn't technically wrong, right? You can still play. You could play guitar like this if you wanted to, right? You know what I mean? You could play guitar like that. There's people that play guitar like that are blind, for example, because they don't need the fret marker on the side, so they just kind of play it like this. There's a lot of great guitar players that do that. While that's technically not correct, the idea, though, is that most people don't do that because it's not designed to be like that. So if you're playing guitar and you're not in front of somebody who can be like, because if you're playing it like this or something, you're playing it, somebody will go, "What are you doing?" And you'll be like, "What do you mean?" Like, "Why aren't you should hold it like this." And they'll go, "Oh, that's pretty good. I like that." Cass says, "Is that a Gibson or an Epiphone?" You guys are all so obsessed with it, dude. Oh my God, it's so funny. This is why I don't like to play my Les Pauls anymore. Anytime I have a Les Paul, people have to, when I play any of my Strats, my Jaguars, any of my acoustics, not a word. But anytime a Les Paul shows up, everyone's like, "What is it? Let me see what it is." It's every time. That's why I don't like to use this guitar anymore. People are so obsessed with the gear that they play. It's like, dude, just enjoy it. Just relax. Just enjoy. Anyways. Yeah, just listen. Listen to the person talking. Listen to them play. I don't get why people do that. Shush says, "I understand what you're saying, but I expected a more in-depth answer." Thank you anyway, man. No, hold on a second. I don't think that's a not in-depth answer. The point I'm trying to make here. Hold on a second. Nice asshole. Let me explain something to you. When somebody's trying to teach you something in person, they can see what you're doing wrong. Like how you're being an asshole with my response. I can call you out on it. Fucking asshole. You like that? So if you're trying to teach something to somebody in person, they can say something to you. But if it's a video, they can't call you an asshole. You notice that? Yeah, that's why you'd want a teacher in person. You don't have to have a teacher in person. But they can call you out when you're making mistakes or you're doing something incorrectly. But if you're doing something in a video, it's more convenient. You know, you can just sit there in front of your computer and just video after video after video. Most of it's free, which is great. But if you're doing something obnoxious and poor, like bad form, nobody can tell you. So I hope that serves as a permanent reminder of why you'd want to get a teacher in person, maybe for the first couple lessons or something like that. Maybe you'd want to stick with them for a while if you like the teacher. But the problem with that, though, is if you get a teacher in person, you are at the mercy of that one person. So if you don't like them, or maybe the teacher doesn't like you, they can always just cut you. You know what I mean? I can't believe, I was expecting more in-depth answer. Well, you got one, dickhead. Good luck learning guitar. I hope the teacher that you get next completely ignores your questions and just makes you play Mary Had a Little Lamb. Anyways, back to playing some music for you. Or answering questions, I should say. Yeah, ridiculous. I can't believe that guy was such a dick about that. All I said was you'll have like a better experience learning from like bad. Anyways, I'm not gonna harp on that, but yeah, I'm sure that'll be an apt response. Unbelievable. Sorry, I was expecting more for free. Sorry. Yeah, let me give you guys here's a helpful piece of advice. If you're asking a question to somebody and you don't send a donation, you don't have to. But yeah, don't be an asshole when they answer your question. That's so weird. Brick says, how much was that guitar? Might want to get one myself. This one actually got a really good deal on. I only paid $1,500 for this, which you're probably thinking that's a lot. But considering what it is, really it's not. It's really not, dude. Like, I think, how much are these now? Hold on, let me look how much they are. Brand new. Let me look up. I think it's a Trad Pro 4. Hold on. Trad Pro 5. I like the Trad Pros. I like them. Pricing. No, you can get $1,500. There's one I see for $1,500 right now. It looks like they are about $2,500. So $2,500, maybe $3,000, depending on the top, because this is a plus top too. So let me see here. Oh, that's the satin. Ooh, really? I don't like the satin model. So the satin model is $2,500, which is a lot, but you know. Trad Pro 5. Let me look it up. I think these are closer to $3,000. So half the price. Yeah, half the price. So it's like, I like it. I love it. I enjoy it. Yeah, getting a used one's great. You can get a used one. The only problem is that every time you play one, people have to constantly talk about it. Whereas if you play a Strat, nobody cares. They're just like, oh, it's a Strat, whatever. Yeah, legitimately, I get so few questions about Strats. That's why part of the reason I enjoy playing them so much. I do love Les Pauls. You know what's funny, too? I haven't said this on the show in a while. That is not my only Les Paul. I do not play my Les Pauls on the show. Because it's just a pain in the ass to have people just constantly talk about it. It really is. You think, it's not a big deal. But like having people ask you the same questions over and over and over again happens. So if you can cut that out as much as possible, it's a lot better experience. Let's see here. Oh, is that broken one still on there? Hold on. Can I just look at guitars for 1 second? Hold on. Because there was a guitar that I wanted to get, and it had a repaired headstock, which does not bother me, but it was like pretty good price. So let me see here. Go by low to high. Let's see here. I actually don't see it anymore. No, it looks like it got sold. Yeah, it looks like it's gone now. No! Oh, well. No big deal. But yeah, if you want a plus top and all that stuff, you'll have to pay extra. So, Mitch says, what is the best way to record a cover video? Oh, that's an interesting question. Okay, so there's multiple ways to do it. I don't think there's, quote, a best way, but there are easier ways to do it. One of the best ways to do it is actually what somebody got in trouble for recently. what's it called? With a camera. Anyways, with a camera. No, one of the best ways to do it is what you do is you have a couple different ways. The most difficult and annoying way to do it is to try to do an all in one take. Have you doing all the instruments, so recreating the song. So drums, bass, guitar, vocals, whatever you want. Show yourself on each video, playing each instrument, cutting between them, and then just doing the cover. Now, that's the hardest way to do it because you're going to have to do that multiple times. Many, many times. A better way to do it, in my opinion, and this is what a lot of people do for music videos anyways, is what you'll do is you'll just record your cover, do it as best you can, then do the video afterwards. Now, obviously, you're going to be miming to the video, but the question is, are you trying to make a music video or are you trying to demonstrate your skill? Because if you're trying to demonstrate skill, you don't want to mime. If you're just doing a cover song and you want to make a video to it, that is different than showing off your skill. You want to make sure you do it as much in one take as you can with the audio. That way you can show that you actually did it. Because there's people out there that are relying on miming to the point where it's like, you're not actually even playing it. You know what I mean? So that's the question. So you want to do it easier, but you're not really showing off your skill. You're just trying to make a song, which is fine. I totally get that. Or you try to show off your skills and try and do it more of a live setting. So those are your two options. So that's what I would do. You have to choose between the two of them. Are you going for the recording of the song, or you want to have a video aspect to it? Those are the questions between them. So that's what I would say. That's a very important aspect of what question are you trying to answer? Are you good at playing music, or are you good at recording? Those are the two things, in my opinion. I've done both. Let me put it that way. I've done both. I'll tell you right now, people kind of just don't give a shit if you try and do it in one take. They want it to sound good and look good. Because if you make a mistake, you better believe all those comments are going to be, actually, you played the 15th fret. It's supposed to be played on the 9th fret. You're supposed to be doing... Trust me, it's annoying. It's very obnoxious. So a lot of people save time and just kind of mime to it. But as long as you do honest recording, I don't think it's as big of a deal. So, but be prepared for people to be like, he's not actually playing it. This is a video you pre-record. Blah, blah. You'll get that. You're going to get people either way criticizing it. So I'd say go for whatever makes you more comfortable. Joseph says, is this live? Yes, it is. The song you wrote, Paperweight, not what it's called, but okay. Unbelievable. Hey, man, that song you have smells like adult people. Great song. I appreciate it. I'm just kidding. I've only heard you play it live once. Unbelievable. I don't believe you. I play it multiple times a show, dude. I play it multiple times a show. You've never heard that song before? You've never heard it. Besides that one? I play it like probably 3 or 4 times a night. You're kidding. You only heard it once? Man, that's crazy. One time. You heard it one time. When did you hear it? I would love to know, because I played it just... God, we played it like 3 or 4 times 2 days ago even, actually. I'm glad you like it. Joseph says, that's arrogant? I don't think that's arrogant. Well, you miswrote the song name, which, hey, fair enough. I'm welcome to criticize that as a joke. But you think I'm always on here? Nope, never said that. I said that I play it multiple times a night. I think it's a pretty astute thing to point out. If I do something, if a 3-hour show, 4 of the songs are the same song, I think that's a real reasonable thing to be like, what? You've only heard it once? That's crazy. I'm not being mean to you, dude. If you think that's arrogant, I don't know what to tell you, but... Yeah, I was going to say, I think, let me put it this way. If I'm kind of being reasonable and the chat thinks you're being rude, then I don't know, man. You kind of have to You kind of have to look at the perspective of the chat. Because they're kind of annoyed for me. But, hey, I'm not upset. I'm just letting you know. Did you still want to hear it? I think he left. I mean, I'd be embarrassed too if I was trying to get somebody to play a song. You get the song title wrong, and then you see there's a giant sign that says song requests are paused. I don't know. That's like somebody coming up to like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. So that's like anybody coming up to anybody and be like, "Hey man, I know you work at like Starbucks or something," and you're like, "No, I work at Panera Bread." Like, yeah, whatever, dude. Can you just make me a sandwich? You're like, what? No. What? No, man. I'm off duty. SC says, what about Linkin Park? What about Linkin Park? What about them? Do I like them? Do you like them? What do you mean? That was very funny. I think he was just embarrassed he got the song title wrong. When I pointed it out, he was like, it's like, dude, relax. I was just poking fun at you. I don't think I've ever been called arrogant when somebody says something like that to me. Because like the response to that would be, that's very entitled. You know what I mean? Do you play their songs? What do you mean? Do I play Linkin Park songs? Is that what you're saying? Well, even if I did, I'm not playing them right now, man. We're kind of just hanging out. We're just talking. Because, yeah, I spent all night recording a record and all that stuff, so. I play a lot of covers. Play my own music as well. A lot of my own music. Thankfully, a majority of the music I play on the show is my music now. No, I think he just got embarrassed. And he's not used to being called out. Which, hey, not my problem. I'll tell you what, though. You know what's funny? In parallel to that, I remember one time when I was in high school, I was wearing a System of a Down t-shirt, and this, I don't know, she's like a freshman or something like that. Some girl came up to me and said, "Dude, I love System of the Down," which kind of made me, me in a younger phase of my life. I was literally wearing the t-shirt in front of her, and I was like, "System of the Down, yeah, they're real cool." And she saw I was making fun of her, which I remember that, and I was like, "Yeah, that was kind of rude." But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, trying to ask somebody for something when there's like a, sign that says no song requests, and then getting the song title wrong is, it's kind of funny. At one time, I'll tell you another one, actually. There's this really funny thing that happened. There was this interview I saw with a band called Every Time I Die. Big fan of the band. And the interviewer clearly did not know anything about the band, was asking like really low effort, 0 out of 10 questions. You know, like stuff that's like, oh, come on. We've been playing music for 20-something years. Like, you got something better, more relevant to the situation. We're putting out an album. What do you got? And what's funny was the guitar player was talking to him. And he's like, what's your favorite song on the album? And the interviewer was like, oh, they're all so good. I just like them so much. And he goes, no. Tell me which one you like the best. It was so funny, dude. And he just goes, I really like him. And he presses him. He's like, no. If you had to name one song on the album, could you do it? And the guy's like, don't do this to me, man. He's like, why not? I thought you were interviewing us. Don't you have to do research before? And I was like, damn, dude. Got him. Gilly says, no way he's 5'1". Oh, yeah, dude, I'm really short. You can't tell. That's why I have this ocean background. That way I can't, because if I put anything of like a normal size, like if I put, I don't know, if I put like M&Ms or like Hershey's Kisses or I don't know why I'm thinking of candy right now. If I put a pencil near me, you would be like, damn, he looks so small compared to that pencil. Yeah, if I put a penny on the desk, you'd be like, why is that penny the size of his hand? What's going on here? Jesse says you're not that short. What's funny is Jesse knows how tall I am in real life. Because Jesse's tall. Much taller, for sure. What do you think's worse, Jesse? Somebody call you tall, like exaggerating how tall you are, or exaggerating how short you are? Which one do you think's worse? Because if somebody finds you and they're like, oh, you're not as short as I thought. Or if they go, wait a second, I thought you were way taller than that. That's the worst. I think I'll say being like disappointed in somebody's height is probably worse than being surprised. You know what I mean? That makes sense. My friend Matt Boone, he would do stuff like that. He would gas people up for no reason. Because they'd have to be like, no, I'm not very good at that. He'd be like, no, he's really good, dude. This guy's amazing at playing, you know. It'd be so funny to see him just mess with people. Be like, no, dude, you got a car. You got a car? Dude, this guy is like so cool. He has like the coolest car. They'd be like, no, I don't have a cool car. He's like, no, dude, ladies, this guy has a sick car. Dude, Matt Boone is so funny. He would just make fun of people in the coolest way. I love it. Matt Boone. Shout out to Matt Boone. Corey says you're 5'9", I don't even know you. Ooh, I wish I was 5'9", dude. If I was 5'9", that'd be great. Blake says I'm 5 foot nothing. Oof. You know Matt Boone too? Matt Boone is so badass. He was a much better musician than I was when I was a kid. I used to play music in his basement. He had a fucking badass basement, drum set, play our instruments down there. Dude, very creative. I was very rigid with my creativity. He'd be like, let's put a microphone in the bass drum. Let's add some reverb to it. Play along with that. I'm like, no, let's not do that. He'd be like, why not? Let's put some flanger on the drums. Dude, let's put some, you know what I mean? He would just have like weird ideas than that. Which is not like that crazy, but when you're like 15, 16 at the time, you're like, you can't put guitar pedals on a bass. You can't do that. You can't put reverb like that on the cymbals. What are you talking about? And then like years later, you're like, that's so stupid. Why was I was so close-minded. Why can't I just do what I want? You know what I mean? Nowadays, I'm just like... It's like, oh my God, he's so progressive with music, playing effects that are 30 years old. That's cutting edge. Oh my God. See, Phil would tower over me. I'd look like an infant next to Phil. I get on stage, the guitar would be like up to here on me. Like, hey everybody, we're gonna play some music, and everyone's like, what's going on? What happened? There's some child, some hairy meatball of a child on the stage. Get him off. We're expecting Patrick Gnarly. Like, no, it's me. Like, some sort of hedgehog is on the stage trying to play music. Get this guy out of here. Phil says I pick Pat up, keep him in my pocket. I would die. Because as soon as you put me in your pocket, I would fall through the seams of the pants. Like, I'd fall. It would be like it'd be like an illusory wall from Dark Souls. I would just fall through the pants, and then I'd rocket towards the earth. I would hit terminal velocity like a meteorite, and I would just smash into the ground. Exactly. The guitar would look like a ballistic missile in my hands. Honey, I Shrunk the Patrick Gnarly. That'd be a funny bit on the Discord if people just photoshopped me being like really small. Just like me next to like a corn chip. You know, it's like rocketing. It's just a huge, like a building. There's like an atom of hydrogen or something, and I'm just near it like. That'd be so funny, dude. A water molecule like destroys my house. I'm taking a picture in like the Chicago bean, whatever the metal bean is, but it's really just like a screw that's like laying on the ground. That'd be great. Yeah, Jazz 3, it's like a coastal airliner. Just some sort of like cruise ship. It's some sort of like airplane. Like I'm like I'm riding on an ant like with a cowboy hat like, "Hey, I'm in Texas, guys." People are like, "What? What is he? Why is he on an ant? I don't get it. Is he really small?" It's like, what's smaller than an atom? You'd say like, well, a subatomic particle, like an electron or neutron. Like, what's smaller than that? You'd be like a quark. What's smaller than that? You're like, we'll get Patrick. We'll find out. That's a good idea. There'd be a picture of Ant-Man. Ant-Man's like shrinking down. And then I'm shrinking down next to Ant-Man. Just like even smaller. The important part is that your personality is huge, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Phil says Pat isn't playing a guitar right now. It's one of those tech deck skateboards. Yeah, this is something you get off of like a Barbie. This is a toy. This is like a G.I. Joe guitar. Just happens to work. Exactly. I like how this is not, now it's like just me talking. There's no questions being asked. There's no answers. It's just, hey, remember that episode of Patrick's show when he just talked about how short he was? Yeah, they tried to get him on TV, but they couldn't find a camera small enough. They tried to use the Hubble telescope, and they couldn't get it. It's too blurry. Man, that would suck. I'll tell you what. Being so small that like guitars don't fit your hands, that would suck. Speaking of that, no questions? Nobody has questions about guitar, music, streaming? Just enjoying the show. Hey, this guy shortchanged us. That's a tall order. Noodle says the sticks are like logs in my hands, like tree trunks. Jess says, I have but one. Let's hear it. Let's hear it from our sponsor. This show sponsored by Jesse. Is that a Gibson or an Epiphone, Les Paul? I should just start telling people it's an Epiphone so they're just disappointed. Oh, I thought it sounded bad. Oh, I thought you were playing that expensive stuff. David says, Pat, what DAW and plugins do you use? Oh, that's a long topic. It's easier to say that, I mean, like, I use Ableton, a lot of the stock stuff from Ableton. There's not a lot of stuff that I don't use on there. Amplitude's pretty good. I like Amplitude. As far as my exact settings go, I can't do it. Jesse says, you gonna play Paperweight or what? Yeah, Ableton's, I don't even use the most common, or not the most common, but the most up-to-date version of Ableton anymore. What are they on, 12 now? What are they on? What's Ableton on? I tried using it. I didn't like it as much, the new one. It had some like weird audio problems with my stuff. So I was like, I guess I'm not using this. They're on 12. I think I use 9. I don't even know what I use, dude. I use 9, yeah. I use an old version of Ableton. You like Logic? Masculine? I was like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, I use Logic and masculinity. I use my masculinity to play music. What about you? Machine? Okay, Machine makes sense. Yeah, there you go. Machine. You don't use any plugins? I have a couple that I use, but I don't really use them that often. Yeah. Superior Drummer's good. I like Superior for the drums. Sounds good. Sounds real because they're real samples, stuff like that. They have really good mic bleed. Well, how to use it, though, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. If you sat me in a room with somebody who actually knows what they're doing, they'd just be like, get this guy out of here. Native Instruments? I've never used Native Instruments. What's so good about them, Cool Killer? If you had to sell me on Native Instruments, what would you say? They're really good. That's the worst when you're looking for advice and somebody just says it's good. It's like, what does that mean? Oh my God. It's really good. They sound good. It's my favorite pickup style. I like humbuckers a lot. I usually use a single coil in the neck. P90s are great. Single coils have their purpose. I don't usually use a lot of P90, or I'm sorry, a lot of single coils in the bridge, but I mean, just depends on what the song calls for. I think my next guitar is going to have P90s. We'll see. Probably not, though. The reason why not is because Single coils have that noise. Here, I'll show you. Tell you what my least favorite is a piezo pickup. I just never, not once have I sat down and heard piezo and I went, sounds good. It's like immediately identifiable. And I go, what are we talking about? Single coils. I would get this. Use this one. I like feedback, Blake says. You don't get feedback when you're using computer simulators and stuff, which I miss. But see, if I play this, you're actually I have some stuff on that tries to mitigate the noise and stuff. I'll turn it off. Can you hear it? If I turn on the distortion, can you hear that? Yeah, with the filter on. Still there. Not as bad, though. That's why I don't like single coils as much for recording and stuff. Linkin Park. It doesn't matter if I do. I'm not playing song requests, man. Sorry. We're just kind of talking and hanging out. But yeah, if I turn that on, much better. But you get a humbucker. Not as much noise. Sounds fuller. I like it. Ha ha ha. Cool Killer says, Pat, you're a wealth of knowledge. What did I say? I don't know what I did. Michelle, do you want me to play Smells Like Teen Spirit? What are you talking about? Let's see here. Thomas says, do you have any tips for singing while playing? I feel like I get too focused on playing and my vocal quality drops. Ooh, that's an interesting question, specifically for that problem. You should really focus on the singing. If you mess up the guitar part, it's noticeable. If you mess up the vocal part, it is disastrous. Trust me with that. So when you're singing and playing, you should always focus on making sure each instrument, including the vocals, you got to get it down one at a time, you know? And you got to pay attention to when your vocal comes in on what part of the guitar you're playing. So, for example, like with Everlong, we can play Everlong for a second. Let me turn that reverb down. Hello, I've waited here for you. Everlong, If you notice when you're playing that, the notes that I come in and they sing on, that hello, I've waited. Waited is where I come in. You have to. Oftentimes you're either playing a note or you're not playing a note. Still counts as a note, which is weird. It's the absence of a note. 0 is still a number. It's just a placement holder for nothing, right? So you have to pay attention to that. So you got to go, hello, I've waited here for you. Oops, I fucked up. Fucked up. So does that make sense? So when you're playing something and you're learning how to play it, you got to know when you come in. So even if you're not playing a note, if it's just a rest, you got to know that's, I come in on this rest. There's always something happening. Just so when you're singing and playing, you got to just go slow, play along with it, see when you come in. Because if you can play guitar, you can sing and play because you're doing two things at once already. When you're playing drums, you can play drums, you can sing and play. Just got to get that kind of wired in together. Hello, I've waited here for you. Everlong, come down. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Pat used to be a saucier down in San Antonio. What? Who you been talking to? How you know that? How you know that? Say it to my face. How do you know? Yeah, so when you sing, take any song, you come in, you'd be like, when do I come in? What note does he sing on? You'll figure it out. And then here's what's crazy, too. There are songs where you're not coming in on the beat. You're coming in on a weird offbeat, and it's weird, dude. It's weird how that works. I'm trying to think of a song that comes in on a weird beat. Probably an Arctic Monkeys song. Arctic Monkeys definitely has like a weird kind of, like, Do I Want to Know? Part of the reason I don't play Do I Want to Know is because you're just coming on a weird in-between note. You got that. You got that. Calling back to you. Right? That's all do-do-do-do-do. Have you got the guts? You know what I mean? He doesn't play it on the note. It's almost always in between. It's just like, what is happening? This is so weird. I don't know what I'm supposed to sing. So I don't like to play it. So Sonny says, them bones. Sonny, we're not playing music right now, bud. Shut up. I don't read the script. Script reads me. Yeah, Arctic Monkeys is definitely very difficult to sing and play. I'm trying to think of what he does. If I had to dissect it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I keep accidentally minimizing that screen. Oops. There we go. So let's see if we can dissect it. Where were we? Do I want to know? Let's just see if we can do that. I'm not going to be able to play it. I don't know how to play it, but we'll see what we can do. Hey, Sonny, nobody's talking to you, dude. I don't know why you'd come in here spamming the chat and think you'd be welcome. No one's talking to you, man. Don't come in here being an asshole. Think we're going to talk to you. All right, let's see. Let's listen to it. We're just going to listen.
got color in your cheek?
What note does he come in on?
Have you got color?
He comes in halfway after 2. So 2.5, 2 and, right? And it's like just slightly after that. It's not right on the beat. It's a little bit. He's weird, man. He does that.
Have you got color in your cheeks?
So Cheeks is on 3, right? Let's do it again.
Have you got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that?
Again, right after 3, he comes in again. It's so weird how he does that. He's done this his entire career, too. So hold on, let's go back. Let's go to the beginning. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2.
Have you got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that feel that you can't shift the type that sticks around like summits in your teeth? Are there some aces up your...
See what I mean? It's such a weird rhythm how he comes in. It's just it's slightly. Because if it was me, it'd be like, if you got color in your cheeks. There you go. I would come in on the beat every single time, and it just wouldn't sound right. Let's listen to how he plays it acoustic. I think we can play it acoustic. I think it'll be fine. The acoustic version is incredible. I love the acoustic version. The album version, I'm not as much of an enjoyer of it. Here we go. One E and.
I'm gonna put my leg up like that.
No, I've been doing it all week.
Have you got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that fear that you can't shift the type that sticks around like summits in your teeth? Out of some aces up your sleeve.
So aces and sleeves.
No idea that you're in deep.
Deep?
I dreamt about you nearly every night this week. How many secrets can you keep? 'Cause there's this tune I found that makes me think of you somehow, and I play it on repeat until I fall asleep, spilling drinks on my settee. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways?
See, this is more straightforward. Less of this. Can we do it? Maybe we can sing it. Hold on. Let me look at the lyrics. Let's see if we can do it. Have you got color in your cheeks? Do you get that feel that you can shift the type that sticks around like... See, I can't even do it still. Like so much in your teeth. Laces up,
sleep. You know I did, but you're in deep. I dreamt about you nearly every night this week.
See, I can't think of when to come in. It's so annoying, dude. Let's see if we can play along with them. Because this is what happens when you don't practice either.
You got color in your cheeks. You ever get that fear that you can't shift?
The type that sticks around like
So much in your teeth.
out of some aces up your sleeve. Have you no idea that you're in deep? I dreamt about you nearly
Every night this week.
How many secrets can you keep? 'Cause there's this tune I found that makes me think of you somehow, and I play it on repeat until I fall asleep, spilling drinks on my settee. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. We're sort of hoping that you'd stay. Baby, we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Crawling back to you. Ever thought I'd call in when you've had a few? 'Cause I always do. Or maybe I'm too busy being yours to fall for somebody new. Now I thought it through, crawling back to you. So have you got the goods? I've been wondering if your heart's still open, and if so, I wanna know what time it shuts. Simmer down and poker up. I'm sorry to interrupt, it's just I'm constantly on the cusp. I've tried to kiss you. I don't know if you feel the same as I do, but we could be together if you wanted to. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. We're sort of hoping that you'd stay. Baby, we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Crawling back to you. Ever thought I'd call in when you've had a few? 'Cause I always do. Well, maybe I'm too busy being yours to fall for somebody new. Now I thought it through, crawling back to you. If this feeling flows both ways, we're sort of hoping that you'd stay. That the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Do I wanna know? Too busy being yours to fall. Ever thought of calling, darling? Do you want me crawling back to you? Nice one.
Yeah, the radio. It's a good song, man. Yeah, the acoustic version's great. Yeah, but if I had to relearn that song, I did at one point a long time ago. You'd have to mark in like when you change the chords, what words.
thought of calling when you've had a few, 'cause I always do, crawling back to you. You know what I mean? Da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 da. Yeah, the album version. I like the album version. I don't love it, but I love the acoustic version a lot. It just seems simpler, more enjoyable. More enjoyable, easier to palate. I know we got kind of carried away there, but maybe we'll get in trouble with that one. We'll see. Hey, David Chips is still here. What's up, buddy? Yep. All the ones you've seen before, I still got them. Just don't use it on the show anymore. I thought of calling when you had a few, 'cause I always do, crawling back to you. And his acoustics sound way better than mine. Although his is probably piezo. Skin makes me cry. You fly like a feather in a beautiful world, so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Don't give us. I wanna have control. Want a perfect body. Wanna have control. That's the wrong line. I want you to notice when I'm not around. So fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Oh, I messed up. Hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh, no. She's running out the door. She's running out. She runs, 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 sorry, I can't be loud. Your mom's in the other room. She is sleeping. I don't wanna be rude, 'cause I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Sorry, I didn't want to do that. I was like, oh, that's right, there's a loud part. Whoops. Yeah, I can't be too loud right now. Anyways, you guys, I think I got to get off the show. It is midnight. I got to make some phone calls tomorrow. I got to talk to some people. And hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be submitting the new album to the distribution service I use, all that jazz. And then we'll see if the album's done. We'll see tomorrow. So Monday, right? Monday. Oh, yeah, and I also have to get one more tooth thing taken care of. Got one of my teeth taken out the other day. Well, not taken out. Got a cap put on it. Never happened to me before. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I got to do that tomorrow. And we'll see how it goes. So we'll listen to it one more time, or at least I'll listen to it one more time, and then depending on when we set it up so it comes out, I'll let you guys know. So, all right, everybody. Good night. Thank you so much for being here. If you've not listened to my band finals, you guys can listen to it. We got all my music out there. The new album will be out very, very soon. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. I saw some people just come in. Sorry, we are ending the show right now. But check out my band finals. The new album comes out in only a couple days. So if you want to listen to my new album, it'll be out soon. So I hope to see you there for the listening party. We'll all listen to it together, see if we enjoy it, and then that should be it. So see you tomorrow. Good night. Stay gnarly. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And bye-bye.